Alright guys, so this is what I'm talking about. This fuse panel right here. This whole thing, it's like a computer. Here's a computer right here. But then under here, it's a whole box that goes under there. A computer box that's underneath. So I'm gonna take it out and clean it up and put it back. I believe there's a short somewhere in here. So the last time all I did was took it out, clean it up and put it back. Like unplug everything from underneath it. So as you can see. Everything is plugged in. One second. So you see, we could unplug the whole thing. So give me a second, let me take this apart. Disconnect the batteries. This truck got 2 batteries. Let's disconnect both batteries. That way we don't short anything out. Guys, I'm trying to find somewhere I could put this camera. Alright, so the last time all I did was take this box out, clean everything out and put it back, and then it worked for a year, 2 years. So I'm assuming something is corroded again, so I'm just gonna take it out and clean it out and do the same thing. See, the box is out. The whole box is out, so I'm gonna take it out and clean it up and see what's up. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna clean these pins off with some alcohol and then put WD-40 or dielectric grease on it. You know, these pins, they're pretty clean, but I'm thinking some of them might be a little bit corroded where it's not making good contact. So I took this one out and I took the one for the computer out as well. This one. Computer's right here inside here, so I just unplugged the computer, clean these pins out as well, so I'm gonna get that done. I won't bore you with it, so I'm just gonna do it and then fit it back up, and then we'll see how it behaves from here on. But this is what I did the last time and it didn't act up or anything like that, so I'm assuming that's what's causing all of this. Yeah. Alright guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, so see I got the fuse box out. I got the computer unplugged down here. So I'm just cleaning off those terminals, make sure there's no corrosion, and then put them back. That's all I did the last time, was, you know, just give it a good clean. So that's what I'm doing, spraying it with WD-40, lube it up so it doesn't corrode anymore, and then put it back. Pretty much that's all I did. So remove these relays, lube them up and put it back. So that's all I pretty much did the last time, and that solved the problem for a couple years, or maybe a year or two before it happened again. And then this, guys, I don't know why these manufacturers, they put these things on the outside. I don't believe putting fuse boxes and and computers on the outside. I mean, the plugs are waterproof, but still it's still not a good thing to do, you know what I'm saying? I don't trust it. Water gets in everything, even water and moisture gets in everything, you know. So to be honest, I don't trust it. I know someone out there is gonna say I shouldn't be doing this, but I did it before and it works, guys. So I know the experts and all the automotive tech is gonna say no, don't do that, don't do this. It happened to me twice, couple years apart. So I did it first, solved the problem, lasted 2-3 years the first time. 2 years ago it happened again, I did it again, it pretty much solved the problem. So the last time it happened was 1.5 years, 2 years maybe ago. So once I do this, clean the terminals off right there. I put, the last time I had some dielectric grease, I had put some on there. I don't have any to put on there now, but even with the dielectric grease, 2 years later it still does it. So for some reason, something is just not making proper connections. If you look at even this fuse right here, you might not be able to see it, but there's corrosion in the middle of it, you know what I'm saying? And this is covered, it has a cover, it's not sealed, but just by it being in the elements, out in the cold and in the hot and in the humid, and you know what I'm saying, it condensates and makes those things corrode. So this is a fuse, so the corrosion on the outside of it is good, but if there's a corrosion in the terminals, then it might cause a problem, you know. So it's the same thing with these terminals underneath here. If you got corrosion on them, it doesn't make contact, and then something will malfunction and cause it to do that. So I'm assuming one of these is related to all that issue right there. So all I do is just lube them up, clean the corrosion off if there's any. I didn't see any corrosion, but sometimes something might not making proper connection, and then causes it to do that. I have some extra fuse right here that I put in the box. Yeah. So those fuse are just extra fuse. Yeah, guys, so I'm gonna get this back in. I'm gonna put it back in and see what happens from there. I'm gonna connect the AC first, the computer. I'm gonna connect those wires first and then put this one in, so stay tuned. Alright, so I got the fuse, the computer plug back in, which is over there. So I'm gonna put the fuse box back in. And then, as I said, this is all I did the last time and it pretty much worked, so let's hope it works this time. So that's it. So now I'm just gonna put these two terminals back on, and then I got that one on and that one on, and then let's tighten them. Alright, and we're gonna lock this in place right there. Put this back on. Oh, hold on, let me get my spare fuse as well. Keep a bunch of spare fuse in there, just, you know, in case, you know. Alright, so we got some spare fuse right there, and then we put this back in. Alright, so I'm gonna put the terminals back on now. Let me put you over this side. The battery terminals. So we got two batteries in this truck. It's got one on the left side and one on the right side. So I'm gonna connect this one first. 10mm wrench, and then we got one on that side over there, so let's go over on that side. Let's go over on this side. We got another battery right there, so it takes two batteries, guys. This truck has, it's like a truck. So, you know, I could leave this truck for over a year and the battery is still good, because it, you know, because it has that double battery. It's one of them 3500. So all them GMC 3500 diesel with the Duramax engine, they all come with two batteries. I don't know if the newer ones come with two batteries, but all I know the older ones. This one is a 2011. So the older ones, they come with two batteries. It's the biggest engine they make. It's a 6.6 Duramax diesel. So let me I'm gonna wash this engine, guys. It's real dirty in here. Look at my hands. So I'm gonna start the power wash up if it's not too late and give it a wash. But let me start it up.